Imagine if a thermometer only worked if you coughed really loudly while you were using it. I mean, you'd just have waiting rooms full of people faking a cough just to get a doctor's attention.
Right, exactly.
And today, we're doing a custom deep dive for you into a 2026 management science paper that shows this is exactly what's happening with something called emotion AI. Basically, algorithms that hand out customer service refunds based on, well, how angry you sound.
Yeah, and our mission today is to figure out why researchers say the only way to fix this whole fake anger epidemic is to actually, intentionally make the AI worse.
Which sounds totally crazy.
It really does. But the stakes here are massive. I mean, caring for a customer's emotional state after a service failure is huge business.
Oh, absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
back in the 1990s, Intel had this flaw in their Pentium processor, right? And their initial failure to acknowledge the emotional fallout from their customers caused this massive backlash.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it cost them an estimated $500 million just to rebuild trust.
Wow, 500 million. Okay, let's unpack this. So companies know they have to manage emotions, and now they're using AI to do it.
Right, exactly.
Like they're scanning the pitch of your voice on a call or measuring, the all caps velocity of your keystrokes in a chat window to literally quantify your distress and issue compensation.
Yeah, they really are.
But if the system is explicitly designed to reward the most upset customers, aren't we just incentivizing people to throw a tantrum? I mean, it's like crying to get out of a speeding ticket.
That is the perfect analogy. And the researchers actually call this the emotion AI paradox.
Okay.
Because when an algorithm automatically allocates resources to the most distressed customers, rational users will, strategically game the system.
They make themselves sound way angrier.
Exactly. They exaggerate their frustration to get a better payout, and that creates this fake emotional rat race.
Which is dangerous because, that fake anger doesn't just stay in the chat window, right?
Right.
If I'm performing outrage to get a refund, I might take it to Twitter or Yelp just to make it look authentic.
Yeah, and that leads to what the paper calls spillover loss. The public performance of this exaggerated anger does real lasting damage to the brand.
Because it turns away future customers.
Exactly. So the AI that was designed to soothe public relations actually engineers a PR nightmare.
But wait, here's where it gets really interesting. If the problem is that customers are tricking the AI, the natural impulse would just be to build a more ruthless, perfect AI to catch the fakers, right?
You would think so, yeah.
So why doesn't the paper suggest that? Why would a company intentionally handicap their own tech?
Well, it's totally counterintuitive.
Yeah.
But the study reveals that a weaker AI, so one with injected algorithmic noise, actually increases overall social welfare.
Wait, algorithmic noise?
Yeah, basically making it a bit random. In this economic context, social welfare just means striking the optimal balance between the company saving money and legitimate customers getting fair refunds.
I'm trying to wrap my head around this. How does making the tool randomly inaccurate achieve that balance?
By breaking the guarantee of a reward. If the AI is noisy and, slightly unpredictable, gaming the system becomes a really unreliable strategy.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, if throwing a fake tantrum doesn't guarantee a bigger refund anymore, people just simply stop exhausting themselves trying to fake it.
So the noise successfully dismantles the fake anger rat race.
Exactly. It removes the incentive completely.
I'm struggling to see why we'd use AI at all if we literally have to make it dumber on purpose just to make it work.
Right. It feels backward.
Like if my Toyota gets recalled for a faulty airbag, I don't want a noisy algorithm. I want a human representative who understands the nuance of my very real panic.
What's fascinating here is that the math still favors the algorithm for a few mechanical reasons.
Okay, like what?
Well, first, human employees suffer severe psychological stress from absorbing constant escalating anger day after day.
Oh, sure, that makes total sense.
Yeah, and that leads to massive turnover costs. And second, human subjective inconsistency is actually worse than algorithmic noise.
Wait, really? How so?
Well, an employee might feel intimidated by an aggressive caller and just hand over a huge payout, but then get annoyed by the very next caller and give them absolutely nothing.
Ah, right. So the noisy AI is at least predictably unpredictable, and it doesn't get emotionally burned out.
Precisely. It strictly follows the company's allocation policy, and it neutralizes the human cost on both sides of the phone line.
So what does this all mean for you? Well, the next time you're venting to a customer service chatbot, realize your outrage is literally being quantified.
And potentially discounted.
Right, by an algorithm that fully expects you to be gaming the system.
If we step back and look at the bigger picture here, It shows how the mere acts of measuring human emotion fundamentally alters that emotion. I mean, we're no longer just reacting to a bad product. We are actively signaling to a machine.
Which brings us back to that thermometer. If companies successfully train AI to perfectly map our baseline emotional states, what happens when you actually are furious?
Yeah.
Will we eventually lose the right to express righteous anger if an algorithm simply categorizes our very real feelings as, statistically invalid?
That is a scary thought.
Definitely something to think about the next time you hit caps lock in a chat window.